Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today I've got a couple of models from LCD. A couple of McLarens. We'll get to this one in a minute. This is brand new. I believe it just came out and I just got it, so we'll check that out in a minute. It's a Formula 1 car. We'll check that out in a second. This one is a bit older, I guess, and kind of more status quo for what we would expect from LCD. Not necessarily something like this. The box of this looks a little weird. I mean, the packaging, it's got a backwards thing in it. I don't even know if this is legit. I think it's legit, but it's got McLaren licensing on it. Anyway, I said we were going to get back to that. This also has McLaren official product licensing on it, which LCD, I believe, does actually legitimately get licenses. So, so that is nifty. I'm actually, I got to get another car. I forgot to grab for this video because I've got a McLaren Speedtail by another brand that's much cheaper than this. And we definitely want to do a little comparison. And I'm not talking Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels made a Speedtail as well. I don't know who else did, but we got a poster cars. And this one I was very, very impressed with when I saw it. In fact, before we even get to the, well, no, let's open up the LCD model first, and then we'll compare it to the poster cars, which these things, I think you can still get them fairly easily on eBay. Poster cars, they were cheap. They were like $10 or something like that. And so that is very inexpensive when it comes to detailed, extremely detailed die-cast, and this qualifies. It's really nice. This is probably going to be more detailed, and it should be because it's about double the cost, if not more. And it's an LCD model. Now, as far as where to get LCD models, you can get them from various hobby dealers. You can get them from, actually we don't even need to take this off, we're not going to. You can get them from various hobby dealers. You can get them from AliExpress. You can get them from, I don't know, various places. So you just have to do a little web searching for them. If I can figure it out, I'm going to get a AliExpress affiliate program thing started. If I can link to these models, I will try to do that. Check the description of the video for that. If I figure it out by the time I post this, it will have affiliate linkage down there. And of course, if you do click affiliate linkage stuff, I'll probably get a kickback from it. I don't know how the affiliate program works for AliExpress. I just signed up for it, and I just got approved, but I haven't made any links yet, so I don't even know how to use it. All right, QC pass. Yeah, this was inspected July of 2023, so that'll tell you. Dongguan Liqingda model limited. China. All right, it's China. Did pass quality control. We'll check on that. We'll make sure that the quality control is passable. More stuff. This is, line drawing of the car. I've talked about that so many times. It seems to be included in all these Chinese models. They all have nice acrylic cases as well. And then another telltale sign is this metal, like trophy plaque kind of thing. There, this is McLaren Speedtail. And apparently this is licensed, so, which is not very common for brands coming out of China, right? All right, so we got one screw holding the casting down, and it does appear to be quite nicely detailed. So we will go ahead and get a screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and unscrew it. So if you've never had an LCD models before, come on, comment down below. I don't comment down below. Just think to yourself, is this thing going to roll, or is it not going to roll? Place your bets. Is this thing rolling, or it ain't rolling? And what have I done here? Did I put this in backwards? Whatever. We'll deal with the rest of the packaging later. Rolling or not? Rolling or not? Rolling or not? Is it roller? The front wheel rolls, which is wild because you think that would be the one that would be difficult to get to roll. The back one wants to, and after I freed it up, okay. It struggles to roll, but it does roll. I could probably improve the situation by, taking it apart and fixing it and all that good stuff, which is something you can do, of course, with these models, being that they are screwed together. But is it something that you should have to mess around with on a model that's this expensive? Probably not. However, it does feel very lightweight, but somewhat high quality. The base is plastic, which doesn't bother me at all. The body is metal, almost feels like a resin with the thick. It's got a very thick paint. Maybe it is resin actually. I don't think it is, but I didn't think LCD models were. It does almost feel that way though. The wheels look really good there. You got the you can kind of see it in there. There's brake discs back there and a caliper. Here too, we've got this and that McLaren wheel cover thing for the Speedtail that is an aerodynamic device, something for the wheel, and then of course the wheel still rolls, which is really neat actually. And then we've got a highly detailed interior that's going to be tough to show off on camera with the glare and such. Maybe I should get a polarizer for the iPhone. You probably could. And maybe that would help. We wouldn't see the reflection of that. I don't know how well it would actually perform, but that's something maybe I should look into. All in all, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Okay, it's pretty nice. It's quite nice. But is it much? And by the way, too, quality control wise, I mean, it looks fairly good. This thing does not quite sit perfectly though, and it looks like the back wheel is a little bit on the wonky side with how it's attached to the axle. Actually, it's this one that's doing it. Is that fixable? Probably. Again, should you have to? Probably not. So there's that. And okay, it's not bad. But how does it compare to something like this? This is a much cheaper, much more inexpensive model, I should say. And this is from the Poster Cars McLaren Speedtail Hyper League. And I want to say these are licensed, these poster cars. I am pretty sure they got the generic licensing on the back for all the models. It's a generic kind of thing. So they don't have they didn't put much into the package. The only difference is going to be this back card for which car you get. And other than that, it's just plain old blue, which is not bad. They put out 2 series of cars if you're not familiar with them. I've done videos on them. My case is actually cracked right there. No big deal. Whatever. But they do give you this and little base here. Again, these are very inexpensive. And for as inexpensive as they are, they're quite good quality. I was actually very impressed with this model when I first got it. And I haven't really played with it all, but first thing you'll notice is, whoa! Oh my god, I dropped it. It rolled right off the table. No damage done, though. We got carpeting in here. And there you go. Let's take a look. I mean, it's got, look at that. The wheel rolls, and you've got the rim in there visible. Look at, you got the rim there with a big old disc brake and calipers. All that good stuff. This does have a plastic base as well, and it is screwed together. And, it may not kind of have as high quality of a feel, I guess. And the detail on the interior is not what you're going to get with that LCD model. The LCD model is much more detailed. I mean, however, as a 1/64 scale model, is there really they're both the same size, by the way. So even though this one looks a little bit bulkier, it is not. They are. So you could probably say they really are identically true 1/64 scale. There's a little bit more detail on the LCD and the base, with being carbon fiber weave kind of thing. And then that detail by the exhaust, which looks like some sort of heat shield kind of thing. On the back, similar amounts of detail. And maybe a little bit sharper looking on the LCD model, which it should look better because it's, again, quite a bit more expensive. The details on the top, though, pretty decent. I don't know. I mean, I honestly, in my opinion, the other thing is the tire. So the tire is a thicker sidewall on these particular ones, which might be a little bit more thick than, in real life. This one might look a little bit more to scale with the lower profile tire. So you could maybe argue that is looking a lot better on the LCD. And, wheels and tires make all the difference, right? But what I will say is, I don't know if I really needed to buy this because I have this, right? So from just a perspective of wanting a detailed version of a McLaren Speedtail, maybe not spend the money on the LCD. Maybe just grab that guy. It's available in a couple colors too, so this obviously being one of them, the one that I like. There was one in orange too. I have that one as well. I don't think they have this particular color. This is a nice color for a McLaren, but I don't think they have it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Initial impressions, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm a big fan of the poster cars. I think it looks great. And, this one, although it passed quality control, seems to have, some slight issues. The wheel's a little wonky, etc., etc. This is definitely meant for more of a static display. But, if we're just comparing, would you pay for it? What do you think? Ooh, actually, shoot, look at this. That ain't right either. This is not supposed to move. And it's moving on this side. So you got to be careful rolling this thing around. I got it back into position now. I think that's correct. Right? I guess I should reference this one. Yeah, that's correct now, but it was rotating around with the wheel, and you don't want that. Oh, there it goes again. Okay, well, buy that one. That's my opinion. You guys can feel free to have your own. All right, so next is this one. So this is another. So LCD model, I should mention too, I've got two other castings by LCD. One of them I wasn't like super impressed with. It was an NSX. But I was told that was an older tooling and to get their newer stuff, and I would be more impressed with it. And maybe that is the case for some of it. I don't know how old, well, we know sort of how old this is. It's only about a year old. So it's not old by any means. And this one is brand new. And I've also got a Toyota, I think it's a RAV4, I think, that I got from LCD. See, it's not really memorable, so it must have not made that much of an impression on me. But I do have a RAV4, and I thought that was very nicely done, nicely detailed. Okay, but there's a lot of cars to choose from, a lot of brands to choose from in this price point. So, the competition is somewhat fierce. So this one right off the bat, this QC passed, but they put the packaging together wrong. This is upside down. This is supposed to be like that. McLaren Formula 1 MP46. This is nothing on the back. You got all the details on the bottom, including the official McLaren licensed product sticker. Is that legit? I don't know. It looks different. Like this looks legit. This looks different. It is definitely making me question if this is a legitimate LCD product or not. I would think it is, but I did buy it from AliExpress, and I've seen some weirder stuff. It's got the standard QC pass thing. This seems to match and look okay. The official product, though, from McLaren doesn't appear to be that holographic look. So I don't know for sure. Someone else may have some more information. So this is the McLaren Art and Senna car. Again, we got the standard metal plate there on the bottom. This is screwed in to the bottom. Oh, and it comes with the head of the driver in here. So that is what is in this bag. We will, I guess, put that on. That's a little bit odd. I thought I ordered the one without the driver in it, which I guess you have the option to go ahead and not put the driver in, or I should say the driver's head on the driver. We're going to go ahead and unscrew it. It's got one screw in the base, so quick question. Does it roll? Yes, it does, and it rolls just fine. We have a plastic base LCD model made in China and screwed together. We have a very nice feeling metal body, or what I think is a metal body. It does, like with the thick clear coat on these things, it does almost feel like resin. So I don't know how accurate this livery is. I know some of them said Marlboro on them. I have seen pictures of it with the McLaren right there instead of Marlboro. And, it's probably accurate. When you order this car on AliExpress, what I thought was goofy is that they have McLaren, they have it, blurred out. So that gives me some weird vibes about the legitimacy of the licensing, or if this is even a legit LCD model. I don't know. I've seen weirder stuff, like I said. The rims leave a little bit to be desired. They're not open hole. They're just black and kind of generic looking. Never really paid huge attention to the real car and what that looks like, but that, I don't know, something to me screams that is not accurate. And then, of course, it's got soft rubber, slick tires, and the thing does roll. Let's see, are we interested in attaching the head to the body? Let's go ahead, hardy har, and do that. If I can get this little thing open. So, I don't know. It's an interesting little model. And I'm going to be irritated if this needs to be glued in, and it appears that it probably is not going to pressure fit in there. And my suspicions are correct. It does not. It'll fall right out. So, there. Well, that's... shoot. Where did you just go? Well, if you want this attached, you would need to glue it in, because it ain't staying in on its own. And in a way, that's a little disappointing. If you wanted to, I thought they would be able to pressure fit this in, and it would work. Now, again, is this a legit LCD model? Is it legit? Is LCD legit to begin with? I am not 100% certain. I think they are. I've heard they are. Heard all their stuff is legitimately licensed. And you know what? Maybe it is. Is this going to make my top 10 casting list of the year? Probably not. I know that Mini GT also will be coming out with this vehicle, and it's probably going to be accurate, and it's probably going to be really nice, and I'm probably going to like it better than this. That's just my prediction. But it's so cool, though, anyway, to get a 1/64 scale F1 car, how small they are compared to modern F1 cars are like a mile long. And these are not, which is kind of neat. So, all right. The verdict's still out for me on LCD. Now, this is going to be my fourth model. And to be 100% honest, I've heard tons of good things about them. Maybe the hype was just too much. And I haven't been all that terribly impressed with them when comparing them to other brands' models that are in, and even off-brand China stuff that doesn't really have licensing or a brand. Comparing all that stuff in a price point, I don't know that this, is the best buy. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know there's the actual McLaren Senna, the new McLaren Senna, the McLaren that's dedicated to him. I know they make one of those in a racing spec, and I bet you it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I've been tempted to get it, but it's kind of pricey, and I just don't know after getting these if I want to buy any more LCD models. Not really sure, especially if I can get them from other brands, which these two, this one I will be able to soon, and this one I already had this pretty sweet and well done poster cars. That's, a third of the price almost. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Can't love everything. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I'll put this in the import diecast playlist, a bunch of other content similar to this. So if you want to check that out, I would highly suggest it. All right, thank you. Have a good day.